Another week, another 2-hour drive to Cañete. Everything continued to snowball from the previous week. With each passing day, I was making more friends, learning more Spanish, and cranking out more videos. It's not that things were getting any easier, but I was really starting to get used to this Peruvian lifestyle. Life was pretty good. I was also becoming a regular customer at one of the greatest small shops in the world, El Kiosco. A small candy shack run by the camp that sells any delicious snack you could ever want for dirt cheap. Here at the Kiosco, I've never actually revealed this place, but this is the Kiosco. Everything here is dirt cheap. I'm about to buy a soda and a huge thing of snacks for 3 soles, which is less than $1. ¿Puedo probar?
No puedes probar.
Solo mitad.
Gringo, te doy,
Recomendaciones.
¿Qué te recomiendo que comas? ¿Qué te recomiendo? Papitas pollo a la brasa ahí.
Papitas pollo a la brasa.
Ajá.
Me llevó mi chocolate hasta la mesa.
Y también hay papitas
de lo más
picantes.
atento esperando.
Este es con pollo a la brasa y este es que hagas papita picante. Es diferente.
Yo quiero un Sprite,
Sprite, ya
sí,
comas.
y
Ya, está bien.
el picante.
Ari,
Una
¿puedes
papel
anotar a la cuenta
picante.
helados, por favor?
Ok, pagáis por allá.
Eso, muy bien, Ariana.
Muchas gracias. Ciao. Took a little while at the old Kiosco, but you can't beat the prices. Chips and drink for 3 soles comes out to be like 80 cents. During this week, we also began planning one of the next phases of our trip, and that was Machu Picchu. We were planning on flying to Cusco our last week in Peru, then coming back in Lima the day before we left the country altogether. However, we found out some of our friends from camp were planning on a Machu Picchu trip as well, so we decided to just shift all of our plans to go with them. But then came the harsh reality of buying Peruvian plane tickets. We weren't Peruvian. Hoping to buy our flights today to Cusco, but the problem is a lot of the prices vary pretty largely for residents and non-residents. So we tried to buy the same flights as our friends who are going, but the difference between price for us and them is like an extra $200. So looking for other options right now, but don't really know what we're gonna do yet. I have kind of a lot to do still with my documentary video. But curveball just got thrown. We are having more camp games in the mud pit today, which means I have to go take a lot of time to film and then come back and edit that in and then still finish that edit and then get to my documentary. Obviously camp videos come first, so I can't complain, but it does sort of throw a little wrench in my personal plans, but gonna see if I can get it all done tonight. I'll save you some time. I didn't get it done. After I filmed the games, I accidentally deleted some of the footage with one of the pastors from earlier that morning. I went to Derek's to try to download some card recovery software to get the footage back, but I came away empty-handed. Then after that, I lost a piece to my tripod. Freaking lost another piece to one of my tripods. First I lost my stupid keys to the auditorium. Now I lose this. So stupid. There's a nice sunrise outside. I'm gonna go look at it. Try to calm down. I got at least 3 hours of work left on my video. If I had it my way, the video would be up tomorrow at 10 a.m., but it's not gonna happen. Because everything I own gets lost. Don't worry, I eventually just sucked it up and it was time to go to banquete. Basically an overrated dinner where everyone dresses nice and is allowed to invite a date. My date was none other than the Sebastian Vidal.
Gracias, bro.
After service was over, we made a quick pit stop at the Kiosco to fuel up, and then it was game time. Currently 10:17. Sebas and I are starting our long journey of printing and making CDs. Last time, we were up until 3 in the morning doing this. We are determined to not let that happen again. The night was productive for the most part, but still ended up going much later than necessary. Much later. I don't know what's happening.
Do you have in the background?
The next day, we packed up our things as usual and got ready to head to Lima for the weekend. Oh yeah, and I found my dumb tripod plate. Because of all the setbacks from the day before, I still had a ton of editing left on my documentary. When I first started editing, I thought it would be done in no more than 2 hours. I was wrong. After burning 4 hours of daylight finishing this video, it was finally done. Video is up, and so is my post on Facebook. So from there, we left to do something I had been wanting to do since my first week in Peru: eat sushi and buy snacks. Derek told us about some great sushi place a while ago, so we wanted to try it.
We smashed.
There's a lot of sushi.
How many?
Then afterwards, we went to the market to load up on a bunch of food and supplies we needed for camp. By the time Sunday rolled around, Eli was still naked, we were still joining Derek's family for church, and we were still looking for something to do to occupy the rest of our free time. So with that, we left with Derek to go to visit downtown Lima. In Lima, we decided to go to a mall type thing where we could buy as much fake clothing as we could ever want. Everybody's just looking at me because I have this huge setup right now. But we're at just some random camera store. We asked if we could try out this light, and it's just a huge mall. They sell just all kinds of stuff. I bought a backpack and a Peru jersey. Good day.
Yeah. Alright guys, be safe.
See you, Derek. Afterwards, Derek dropped us off downtown where we walked around for a while until the rest of our friends met up with us. We went to a fountain show and hung out, then grabbed a bite to eat. By the time the night was over, I had made up my mind to take a break from the documentary series. With each moment that is filmed, a piece of personal enjoyment is sacrificed in order to remove yourself enough to focus on a video rather than the experience. It was starting to wear on me a little bit, and I decided to wait until the last week of camp to release episode 5.
Estoy aquí con mis amigos. He's my friend. Look. Cuando mujer a volante, peligro gastar. Por dos.
Ciao, chicos. I was living in a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and I wanted to be aware of every moment. So in closing this week, I set my camera aside and started to simply live.